Good morning, students. Let us begin chapter number 3, Ranga's marriage. This chapter is in the textbook Snapshots. Ranga's marriage is written by Masti Venkatesh Iyengar. So, dear students, first of all, let us have the introduction to the lesson Ranga's marriage. The story revolves around Ranga, the accountant's son who got the opportunity to go out of the village to study. The narrator takes you through a journey where he changes Ranga's perception about marriage, how he staged their union with the help of a Shastri, and what role English has played. English means here English language. English has played in their village. The entire story involves funny instances. Instances means here examples and references for the narrator has made sure your mind stays occupied with the story. Dear students, let us have the summary of the lesson Ranga's marriage. It all begins with when Ranga, the accountant's son, comes back to his village, Hosahalli, after 6 months. He had gone to Bangalore to pursue his studies, which to mention not many in the village get this opportunity. The whole village gets excited to see Ranga, and thus they gather around his home only to see how he would have changed. The narrator has beautifully elaborated about their village Hosahalli and how every authority responsible forgot to mention it in the maps. Moving on, he admires Ranga and wants to get him married, but to his dismay, Ranga has very different views about marriage at that point. The narrator stages the entire union of Ranga and Ratna, Ramarao's 11-year-old niece. The girl has a very sweet voice and can play veena and harmonium. At first, the narrator tells him that she is married to see how it affects Ranga. As expected, Ranga was disappointed. The narrator then manipulated the village Sastri to say things in his favor. He then took Ranga him to visit him, where he predicted that Ranga has a girl on his mind and her name resembles something found in the ocean. Shyama, the narrator, guesses her name to be Ratna, but again she is married. On their way back, they confirmed that Ratna is not married, only to find Ranga happy and full of hope. On the other hand, the Shastri disagreed on having staged anything predetermined. He claims to have said whatever his predictions showed. However, at the end, Ranga and Ratna are happily married with a 3-year-old son named after the narrator. Ratna is also pregnant with another child. To conclude, the narrator makes sure that he did not bore his readers. So, dear students, let us begin line by line explanation of the lesson Ranga's marriage. So, chapter begins from here. Ranga, the accountant's son, is one of the rare breed among the village folk who has been to the city to pursue his studies. When he returns to his village from the city of Bangalore, the crowds mill around his house to see whether he has changed or not. His ideas about marriage are now quite different, or are they? Some meanings are here. Rare breed means a person or thing with characteristics that are uncommon among their kind, or rarity. Explanation is the lesson revolves around Ranga, the village accountant's son who had just come back from Bangalore. At the news of his arrival, the villagers gather at his home to analyze if he had changed or not and what is his perception about marriage. Everyone was so excited because during those days not everyone used to get a chance to go to cities for studying. Further lines from the textbook are: when you see this title, some of you may ask Ranga's marriage, why not Ranganatha Vivah or Ranganatha Vijaya? Well, yes, I know. I could have used some other mouth filling one like Jagannath Vijaya or Girja Kalyana, but then this is not about Jagannath's victory or Girja's wedding. It is about our own Ranga's marriage and hence no fancy title. Hosahalli is our village. You must have heard of it. No. What a pity. But it is not your fault. There is no mention of it in any geography book. Those sahibs in England writing in English probably do not know that such a place exists and so make no mention of it. Our own people too forget about it. You know how it is. They are like a flock of sheep. One sheep walks into a pit, the rest blindly follow it. When both the Sahibs in England and our own geographers have not referred to it, you cannot expect the poor cartographer to remember to put it on the map, can you? And so there is not even the shadow of our village on any map. Vivah means here marriage, Vijaya means victory, Girija means female here, Kalyan means beautiful, lovely, auspicious in Sanskrit. Sahib means here a polite title or form of address for a man. Like a flock of sheep means a group of people behaving in the same way or following what others are doing. Cartographer means a person who draws or produces maps. Dear students, let us have the explanation of the above passage. The narrator expects the readers to be questioning the simplicity of the title Ranga's Marriage. He feels readers might be thinking of fancier titles like Ranganatha Vivah, Ranganatha Vijaya, or Girja Kalyana. He clarifies that although he had options of keeping such elaborate names, the reason why he chose the basic and casual one is because the story is about our Ranga, as in someone who is very close and dear to him. They live in a village called Hosahalli in Mysore. Not many people know of it, and the narrator does not blame them because there is no trace of it in the geography books. Even the Englishmen have no idea about the place, but they are also not to blame because our citizens too are completely ignorant about his village. He refers to the people as sheep who blindly follow each other and do not use their logic or brain to justify or things, invent things. At last, he feels the cartographer is also not to be held responsible. As a result, there is no trace of their village on the map. So, dear students, further explanations will be made in the next lectures. Thank you.